parlay, John.
Time to change the subject for just about 60 seconds.
Welcome to the Rat Hole. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. The whole "we'll be starting in a moment" banner left that up a lot longer than I usually do because I got distracted by Dugadoo from Doctor Who. I was clearing out notifications and it came on, and there my brain went. Ooh, well, that's no good. Now I've just whacked my other camera. Give me a second to adjust here because I'm going to have to do that. There we go. That looks better. So welcome, everybody. If you joined me yesterday, I played Capybara Crush. Is adorable. I absolutely adored this game. This was so much fun as a solo game. And apparently the group game is even better. So I'm super excited to have this going. Today, we're playing Otter, which I have not opened up. As you can see, it's still in the packaging, and you can see the reflection of the reflection. We'll put it right there, and you get a very ghosted out Inception because it's got a reflection of it, giving a reflection of it, giving a reflection of it. Here. There's a better look at the cover. There we go. All right. So yeah, we're gonna do Otter today. We did Capybara Crush. I was hoping to do both yesterday, but I was not feeling so perfect. Oh, so cute. Yes, Melanie. So cute indeed. Oh my god, I can't express just how adorable everything from Charming Games is. Everything. Back here you've got Park Life, which is hedgehogs. It even comes in these hedgehog stuffy containers. Oh, Doomcat has like plushy Doom cats, tentacle monster kitties and vampire kitties and kaiju kitties. Need those stuffies back here. But today we're going to look at Otter. Now, I'm doing this in the way that I often do, in that I have not actually looked at this game. It is still in the plastic. See? It's also nice because it's got a tab on the plastic. It's not. And we're going to move this camera down just a hair while I open it, because why? I can. So there's the inside of the box. It's got some tokens in there. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Dylan. Dylan promised me that this is it. The solo mode for this is really easy to pick up, so I'm excited to see what's going on here. Ooh. Those are some fancy looking somethings. So this is the instructions. This is what I love about Charming Games. They're so super easy. This is extra stuff. And this is the rules. Like, how simple is that? And then we've got these nice little paper wrapped. I like that it's paper, not as minimal plastic as possible. Let's adjust my mic here. There we go. Lucky stones. So this is some butts. There's some heads. And this is the back of the cards. And we flip them over. We got some tasty crabs. And a tasty froggy. Frog! Look at how cute, adorable, and tasty. And a fishy. And a little clam. And a starfish. I mean, not so tasty to me, but, tasty to otters for sure. So that's a quick look at the cards. Let's take a look what these instructions have to say. You can put the seaweed under the heads and butts if you're on a glass table and find it difficult to lift them up. Oh, that's smart. If you've got I've got a mat here, but if you didn't have a mat, it's an easy way to pick stuff up. Oh, I like that. That's smart. It's also adorable, but it's smart. There's no butts in the solo mode. Oh, no butts in the solo mode. But I like otter butts, and I cannot lie. We're going to skip ahead to the solo rules here. We're not going to sing Sir Otter Lot. And I'll read the real rules afterwards. Yay, accessibility. Yes, exactly. That's it. We're throwing that right up there. Yay, accessibility. I agree. That's such an important thing. Especially in today's world. So few things are accessible, so let's just make more things that are. Simple. Hi, Patches. Good to see you. Welcome. I'm just about to go through the solo rules for Otter. And then I'll go through the regular rules for Otter. Setup 3 random otter heads. Shuffle the tummy cards. Put 1 tummy card by each head. Make 4 piles with 15, 15, 16, and 16 tummy cards. I gotta count out the cards. Oh. You can always see the top card of each hand pile. Make a pile of 4 lucky stones. Don't use the tail cards at all. Oh, hey, Jim. Good to see you. Glad. You know what? As long as you're here, that's the important thing. I'm happy to have you. I'm happy to have Patches. As long as you're subscribed, I don't care what account you come to me from. The point is you're here, and I appreciate you. Gameplay. Every turn, play one card from the top of a different hand pile onto a different otter tummy than you played last turn. Card must match the rule on that otter's head. Anytime you may flip over a lucky stone to swap 2 heads, swap 2 tails, or flip over the head or tail. Except you don't use the tails. That's okay. You win if you play all the cards in your 4 hand piles. You lose if you can't play a card. This happens 3 ways. If all top cards in your hand piles don't match any rules, you lose. If you have top cards in your hand piles that match only one otter rule, but you just played on that tummy, you lose. If you only have one top card in your hand pile that matches otter's rules, but you play, I just read that. But you only played from that. But you already played from that hand pile, you lose. This often happens, but if you only have one hand pile remaining. Okay. So basically, you have to just keep it always even. Note, in many of these cases, you may use lucky stones to change rules to allow you to play again and not lose. All right. Typo. Typos happen, Dylan. Don't worry about it. 1, 2, 3, 4 lucky stones. No butts. We'll put those butts over there. Off camera. We will give these a shuffle. The upside to having to count them out is it means the cards that I'm getting are going to get an extra little shuffling because you get them separated out. So while I keep shuffling these, let's look at these otter heads. We need 3 of them. We've got shallow. Some of the cards are below 20. Outside numbers on other cards. Far, up or down 3 or more. I'm going to have to read what these all are. Odd or lower. So I will read what those do here in a second. I do have to read the real instructions, not just the solo ones. There, but I want to give that a little bit of a shuffle. Otter setup. Give each player a rules summary. Didn't see the rules summary. That's okay. Watch, I just shuffled them inside or something. Yeah. Shuffle the tummy cards to make the deck. Did that. Deal each player 10 tummy cards. Is that the same over here? Just double check here. No, so it's the other way to do it. That's fine. Put the deck near the center of the table. Put any lucky stones near the deck. Put 3 basic heads, higher, even, and near. Look at that. Higher, even, near. There's also deep. Some is above 20. Inside. Numbers on the card. So we'll take those. We will take its advice and use those 3 heads. And there's the lucky stones have the summary on it. So I'm not crazy. Three basic heads in the center of the table. Put a random tummy card by each head. Put a random tail card by each tummy card. Don't have to do that. Last player to go to the beach goes first. Well, that was probably me. I don't remember the last time I went to the beach. I don't think you need the multiplayer rules for solo. Good to know. Hey, Alicia, good to see you. Charlene, welcome. Backside of Lucky Stones. There we go. Yeah, I've just found it. Thank you. Glad you guys are here. Welcome. Well, if I don't have to read the multiplayer rules, then I won't. But I should read what the Otter details do. So we got higher, even, and near. And I will shuffle out the 15, 15, and 16 in a minute. A Lucky Stone over here. It was over there as well. Yeah. Excuse me as I cough. Thank you for your patience. Oh, excuse me for one more second. And I'm back. Sorry, folks. I'm just coming off a cold, so I'm a little bit bleh. I'm mostly better, but all right. 15, 15, and 16. We'll just deal these out. I should actually count them, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 16. Leaving three, I assume intentionally, 3 cards left. Jim's hay fever was up in Oh, I know. Oh. +1 tummy for each daughter. Of course, that's what those other 3 are. Tasty tummies. I'm going to zoom that out so I can make this move these a little bit higher. All right. I'm going to give each of these a little shuffle as well. You can always see the top card of each hand pile. Make a pile of 4 Lucky Stones. Get that over there. Every turn, play 1 card from the top of a different hand pile onto a different Otter tummy than you played last turn. Easy enough. Right, I was looking into higher, even, and near just to make sure I know what I'm looking at here. Higher. Oh, that's gonna be difficult. I end up with a 13. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna put a 3 down on the higher, not the 13. Higher. I have to play a card with a higher number than the card already in the tummy. Even. I can play 2, 4, 6, 8. So here's a question for you, Dylan, since you're here. All 3 of these cards are odd. Should I maybe I'll just switch my even to an odd? And then all I can play are odd cards. That seems like a reasonable solution for that. If you want to fudge it, you can choose which tummy for which head. I don't like to start with a 13 going up. Yeah, 13 going up is, I believe, impossible because it only goes up to 13. Ha! So I can only play odd cards on the odd one. I switched off from the even one because all of those were even. Near. Play within 2 of the number already on the tummy. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all near 7. Okay. There, let's just slide these over a little bit more. And then I can put these here. For even, it doesn't matter what was on top, just the next card should be even. Okay, that makes sense. That just seems weird. Yes, that makes sense that it wouldn't matter, but it also, all right. So for near, I have the only thing I can play on near right now is this 3, so I should probably do that. 3, and then I reveal that, and then for odds, I have a 9. Higher. Oh, I have to jump to an 8. Or I don't. Because I can still play a 3. No, I can't play on the odd again. But I can play the 3 on the 3 for the near. 6. I can't play that 6. That because I just used that one. So yeah, I have to jump up to an 8. I don't like that. Odd. I have no odds. Good. I can't play the 6. I just lost. I think I just lost. No, because I can still play 10s. Here we go. There we go. I can play 10. Odd. Can't play there, but I can play a higher. 12. 9 on the odd. There's, of course, the 11 that I needed in the hires. I can use lucky stones to flip or swap heads. Good. Oh, that's right. I can make that lower. Ah! Thank you for that reminder. Let's just see here. So yeah, let's burn a lucky stone and flip that to lower. And then I can play 11. I can't play the 11 yet. What is the other side of that? Far. So I'll flip out, also burn over that and use far. That means I can use that 12 over there because it is up or down by 3 or more. Now I can use the 11 here. I can take that 6 because it is again more than 3. $10. Don't care. Drop that 6 down. Good. There's an odd. Put that 12 up. And drop that 11 on the odds. Five on the lower. 4 on the lower. Four on the far. $13 on the odd. No, can't play that yet. 9 on the odd. Two. Have to flip that back up to higher now. I can put the 9 there. I can put the 13 there. I'd really like to not jump up to that 6. I can put the 11 there. Well, now we can't go anywhere else, so I have to... Oh, no, I can drop it back down again. 2 on the far. Seven on the odds. I'd really like a 3 to come up. I really don't want to have to jump from the 2 to the 6. I don't want to. I only have 1 lucky stone left, so I'd like to not have to burn that going higher, because we are definitely running low on those, whereas these have gone not. Drop 6 on the far. Curses. I have to. Worse than jumping up to the 6, I have to jump up to the 8. $13 on the odds. Really don't want to spend that 10. I'm going to end up having to swap this again. I know I am. I can take the 2 here. That's out of 3. Another Lincoln 4. All right, well, we'll take the 8. No, I can't play there. So I have to take the 10 there. Now I can take the 8 here. 5 on the odds. 7 on the odds. 1 on the odds. Four on the far. One on the odds. I have more stuff on that pile. 9 on the far. 7 on there. I am rapidly running out of space. Don't forget to balance down your draw piles. Yeah, exactly. That's why I went with the 9. This is definitely higher than these ones. It just happened to go back and can't play odds in a row. Did I play odd? Did I do that? I lied. I cheated. Bad me. I lost track of where I was at. I can't play that again because I just played that. Now we're going back to what I was at. All right, 4 on the far, 11 on the far. I'm gonna scooch these up. Just for camera purposes. Eight fits the far. 3 will hit the odds. 5 will hit the. I can't play the odds again. Higher. Don't want to do that. Far. I can hit the 13 on the far. No, I'm going to hit the 2 on the far. Five can go to the odds. Can't do that again. 10 on the far. One on the odds. No. Don't want to do that. $13 on the far, which is not great. I'm running. Oh, okay, I can use that on the higher. Good. 5 on the odds. 8 on higher. So that's going to kill off this pile after that 4, which is not ideal. $10. I got Dugadoo stuck in my head again. If you're not a Doctor Who fan, just look up Dugadoo. It's the baby shark of sci-fi now. So annoying, but so stuck in my head, and kind of just ramps the pace of this up in my brain. I don't want to play that 12 yet. To 12. Curses. Odd. Actually, it's not so bad. I mean, the problem is I'm going to have one pile here that's out of sync. I need it to not be out of sync. You can go to the higher. That to the odds. That to the far. Actually, I'm not doing a bad thing here. This is not bad. One on the far. I need to flip this right now, because otherwise I'm going to be screwed. Lower. So that's my 4th lucky stone. I'm out of lucky stones. 7 on the lower. 6 on the far. 4 on the lower. 11 on the odds. Done! I can't believe it. Oh my God. I was actually worried I was going to lose that. That was very straightforward, very, very time-killy fun. I'm not trying to say that's not a bad thing to say it's time-killy fun. That's what solo games need to do. They either have to be really hard and brainy or really not. And this is really not. It is brainy. That's the wrong way to put that. There's a lot of thinking that is required, but it's not a lot of. There's no math. The strategy is straightforward. I'm going to run one more because I can. And I might pull out the other heads for this. I'll give these a shuffle. We'll give this a shuffle. Good game. Thank you, Dylan. Tim's, yeah, and you two had Dugadoo singing. Oh my goodness. There is a 24/7 Dugadoo stream that was going on. I don't know if it's still going on. I don't know if it actually goes on for a week, but it's there, and it's just the Dugadoo song, and it is horrendous and awesome all at the same time. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we'll put these down in a second. I'll flip those in a moment. Other heads can make your brain melt, especially together. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. Who wants to see my brains melt? So what have we got for these others? There is inside and outside. Some of the cards is above 20. So that's actually a fairly easy one to work with. You inevitably have to start it with one or the other. All right. I'm not looking. Deep. So some of the cards, I'm going to start that shallow. Hey, Mackenzie, welcome. I see cats. You're here, so that must mean you've raided with a party. Thank you for that raid, Mackenzie. I never get raids, so I appreciate that greatly. You're gonna love this game, Mackenzie. You are. This is so adorable. This is called Otter, and I'm playing the solo mode, obviously. But it's from Charming Games Collective. Far, up or down by 3 or more. Okay. And yeah. All right. Give that a shuffle, 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 looking not away. Odd. So, how Otter works is these are your heads, and there are tummies right here, and I have to play according to the rule of these cards. So this first card doesn't count. It was corrected. But all the cards I play on this must now be odd. I can only play cards that are 3 up or down, 3 or more from the card that's on top. The sum of the cards has to be below 20 for me to play on here. I have 4 hand piles here. I can never play from the same hand pile twice in a row. I can never play to the same tummy two times in a row. Yesterday I played Capybara Crush. That'll still be on my Twitch feed, so you can definitely check it out on that after this, because it is just yesterday. So here we go. I have to keep this below 20, so I want a small card here. I can go fairly far in either direction with the far. The odds, I only have 1 card I can play on it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this 10, which is 3 or more out of that. I'm going to flip that over, which gives me a second odd card. Cool. I will, because I can't play it there, even if I wanted to, and I can't play this card at all, so I'll probably play it over there. But what I'll do is I'm going to play this 4, and I will lose this game if I ever can't play a card legally. Is the short answer to when you lose. That could mean I can't play to a new tummy, or I've already played from the only hand cards that are left. Okay. I'm going to take this 7, because that'll work. I've got a 9. I'll put the 9 on the odds. I also have 4 lucky stone cards, and I can use these to flip these to the opposite rule. So odds to evens, near to far, near, far, near, far, and then shallow or deep. So once this gets too high, I can flip it over, and I'll pretty much always be safe on it. I don't remember. I think was what I played last. I know this was not the last one I played, so I will play that 11 on the odds. So I need to play that next 11 over here is what I need to do. But first I need to play something else. So we're at 12. We're at 18. So I'm going to have to burn one of my stones fairly soon. The only card that I have or the best card for that is 11. I can play this 7 over on the odds. Shallow includes the card you add. 4 plus 10 plus 10. Okay, includes the one you add. Yeah. So we're still good though. We're at 18. So I can play a 1 or a 2. I'm gonna have to burn that. In all likelihood, fairly soon. I'm gonna have to burn that lucky stone, which is fine. The downside to playing this way and having conversations and checking things is I sometimes forget where I played last. So hopefully I did not just cheat. Far. I'll play this 8 for the far. $12. So I can't play far on this. I physically cannot play odd with these cards. So now I'm going to have to burn that lucky stone to make shallow. Deep. So now that some of the cards is above 20, and I can play anything I want on it to make that happen. I don't know what order that has to happen, but because there's no way it can be both, but that's where I'm going to be playing. So there. Now I can, it is above 20. I can always play that as long as I can legally play into that tummy. Not have to worry about counting anymore. Far. Let's drop the 4 onto that. I'm just going to tighten that up just a little bit. Why? Because I can. Ugh. I have no odd cards. That's not great. I can just drop that other 12. There's an odd card, but I still can't play it. Far. You can play the 8 on the far. 13, good. There's a 1 on the odd. 6 on the deep. See, now the trick is because I can play this so easily, I have to be careful and not run one of these down more than the others. Like I can feel just by doing this, these two are a little bit heavier in cards than the other two. Now, let's see. I just played on the deep. So I can play 13 on the odd. I can play the 4 on the far. Play the 3 on the odd. I'm going to play the 9 on the far. No, I'm going to play the 12 on the far. I'm going to play this 9 on the odd. And this 9 back on the far. You can play the 2 in the deep. And the 12 in the far. The 3 in the odd. The 6 in the far. The 4 in the deep. The 1 in the odd. So I've actually got 6 isn't deep. Oh, wait. It's not the total? It's I'm going to read this. Oh, it's just, is it? I'm going to reread that. Play a card when it's added to the other 2. Oh, I totally just misread all of this. Okay, so I have totally been misplaying deep. totally doing. It is play. I should have looked at this sooner. I thought I was doing it right. I was totally doing it wrong. Play a card that, when added to the other two Otter Tummy cards, is greater than 20. I see. So it's these two have to be higher than 20. That is annoying, but does in fact now make sense. I also just lost where I was. I think I just played that one. So that makes things more difficult. Now I can still play the 3 here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go through and Lucky Stone that back to shallow. Some of the cards is below 20. There we go. Far. No, this was me not reading the rules properly. That makes more sense now. I was adding this way, not this way. That does make it more challenging. So 7 plus 6, still below 20. Odd. Far. Seven and 2 is 9. Far is an 8. So those two could actually, I can see how those two could actually end up biting me in the butt. Especially when I go over here and play an odd. Actually, I'm going to play that odd because that pile needs more love. $11. Let's drop that in there. Another. Drop that 11. 10. All right. So I can block this off temporarily. Play that 12 there. I can play the 3, or I can play the 11. No, I'm going to play the 3 here. That gives me 15. So I got a 5. So that 5 is fine. Is it? Nope. It has to be below 20. I'm going to read that. Above 20, I'm going to assume that 20 is fine. Let me just look. So it can never, no, it just can't add up to 20. It's less than 20 or greater than 20. So, I don't remember where I just placed. I just placed on the odd or on the far? I think on the far. So we'll drop the 7. Go away. So that gives me 10. And play the... I don't like this. 5. This pile is a little high for my liking. 10. Odd. Far. So that gives me 12. So I can play this 5. I am rapidly running out of cards in some of these piles, and that's not good. Odd. But that gives me a 2, which means I can play that 13. Hmm. 10. 7. I can still play that 2 here because that's only 17. Far. Now we're getting into the scary part. This is the last card in this. There's a few cards left in these, not too many. Odd. All the 13s. This is going to be awkward. So 13 plus 5, 18. I can play that. Odd. Now I have to be really careful here. I think I'm going to switch that shallow back to deep. I still have 1 lucky stone, so I can still muck around with something if I need to. I'm hoping I won't need to, but I might need to. So, because that will give me higher. Gives me stop. That's the only odd. Don't I have 2 odds? So I can go 10. So that's already 23, so I can drop the 8 there. Odd. Far. Boom. And I win. Yay! Now, that is strictly the solo mode for Otter. There's an entirely different game for multiplayer, which again is super simple. Like that's the entirety of the rules right there, with just details here. I can't believe how simple these games are, and I love it. They are both simple and adorable. So that's Otter. Right there. And both of these games are available through charming.games, although Capybara Crush, if you can, is not yet available. It is hitting Kickstarter next month. So you can order Otter, or you can wait and get Capybara Crush, which is absolutely freaking adorable, and get this as part of a bundle deal. Like I have to show you some of these cards because these are too cute for words. So you have a capybara. This is not the right card, but either way. And you balance things on top of your capybara's head. How freaking adorable is that? You get a little monkey, a chick, a turtle. There is a goat and a yuzu. Like, these are just too cute for words. The Kickstarter for this is kickstarter.com/project/boardgame/capybara. As I said, that'll be launching next month, and you'll be able to, so you can go to that page right now and just say, remind me on launch. And you can pick up both of these games all at the same time, save yourself on some shipping, as well as some of their other cool games. Like I've got Park Life back here, which is adorable hedgehogs, including, check this out. The deluxe version came with it. You can fit the game in the hedgehog. How adorable is that for Park Life? I absolutely just adore the little hedgehog. Sit, stay. Good hedgehog. Yeah, that's where we're at with this. Thank you guys so much for joining me and playing Otter with me today. And like I said, check out Capybara Crush yesterday on my YouTube or still on the Twitch, depending on when you're watching this. You think your friend's grandpa would love that? Yes. Honestly, everybody would love this, Mackenzie. So cute. Yeah, no, that it is absolutely stunningly adorable, Mackenzie. All of these games, and the Capybara Crush comes with several other games, including a trick-taking game, I believe. I didn't check the variant rules, but drafting game, sorry. You can combine multiple sets of this to play a larger game than the 1 to 4 players that it includes. This is also a 1 to 4 player game for the real version, or like I said, it's a good solo game. This is a good, just enough thinking that you have to pay attention, but not so much that you get frustrated. It's a perfect casual weight solo game. Absolute perfection. So definitely check both of those out. I'm going to see, because I can never remember. I always forget to do this until the last second. I'm going to see who's available still live. Oh, look, there's Bunzinator. Bunzinator played, was who I was telling you, Mackenzie, was playing Blueprint last night. So I'm going to start a raid there, and I'm going to close this out. Thank you guys very much again for joining me. And until next time, good gaming and goodbye. Oops, got to push this.